Good morning. Okay, I've already done my skincare in my stories. I wanted to hop on live because I wanted to show you, if you grab any 3 products from Unique, this is the free gift starting today until Sunday. You can snag this. I have actually been using this the past 2 days, just this lighter shade and this caramel shade, and I've gotten so many compliments that it's making my eyes pop. So I'm not going to do exactly the same thing, I don't think, but I am going to use that palette. First, I'm going to go in with my tinted serum. This, and I'm going to use my brush. This is not Unique. This is Beauty Society. I already did my lotions, potions, serums in stories. I'm putting on this tinted serum. This is very, very sheer coverage. I have been, using some new skincare to target any problem areas that I have, healing my skincare, purging, getting everything, all the yuck and stuff out of my skin and my pores. And I've been using this every day, so I haven't really been putting foundation. This is going to be the lightest coverage that you can get. It's going to give you a little bit of color, but you're going to see everything through it. And I just feel more comfortable doing so because I've healed my skin a little bit. I don't feel as red. I just don't feel like I have those struggles anymore. I am going to use Lighten Up, which is a color corrector. It is not a concealer, so it's not going to get caked up under your eyes, but it comes in a little pot. This is the color Light, Fair Light. I think this is the lightest shade, and I want to say there are 3 other shades that are darker than this, but this is just going to give you a little bit of a lighter look, lighten you up under your eyes. I mean, look at what it took away. Pretty good. So I like to use my ring finger. Your ring finger is your finger that has the lightest touch, and that skin under your eye is very delicate. So when I apply my lotions and my potions and my serums, I typically try and do my ring finger. And same thing with this Lighten Up. Again, it's not concealer. It does not cake up on under your eye. I mean, I get wrinkles, not a ton, but I do get wrinkles under my eyes. I do have makeup settle in a couple lines. But again, I have been targeting my problem areas, and I feel like either the makeup is doing better or the skincare is helping with some of the fine lines and wrinkles under my eyes. So when I put makeup on, it's not creasing up. Skincare is probably more important than your makeup. So if you're using a $100 foundation and putting it on your face, but you're not doing anything to nourish your skin and help your skin, then you're just wasting your money. You have to get the dead skin cells off, because as you're getting them off, new cells are resurfacing, rejuvenating. So if you're not taking that dead skin off, it's all just sitting on your face, the old, the new, and everything in between. I am going to use Chocolate Soufflé. This was the last free gift, so if you snag that, I use this daily. I have been doing on my cheeks, yes, I'm still drawing it on, but then I've been using my brush to kind of go around the hairline and my nose. I've also been using Sunny Girl Tanning Mist, which is back in stock on Unique, so you can snag that. You can snag Chocolate Soufflé and this brush. And you're gonna get that palette 9 for free. There's a ton on there. The lip balms that I was using every day, I've kind of gone away from that a little bit, just a little bit. only because I don't have my lip balms up here and I have a lip oil up here and that's it. And I honestly, I go downstairs and make my coffee, make Finley's lunch and breakfast, and we get out the door and then I give him a kiss. So like, I don't put a lot on there because I'm gonna be drinking my coffee and I don't want that to transfer onto him, especially if I'm using a lip balm or I had one of them on yesterday or the day before, and it was clear, it was a sheer thing, but I gave him a kiss and you could just see like a kiss mark on his cheek. So anyway, this is Chocolate Soufflé. Now I also have not been setting this with my setting powder. Did I even put any on my nose? I don't think I did. I'm just going on the top of my nose because I've been using the Sunny Girl, which is giving me a little bit of color, and I just want it to look like I got sun. So if you're contouring, you're doing the sides, but when you're getting sun, it's hitting the like natural sun would be hitting the top of your nose. So that's why I'm contouring that. This is the color, or the Stay Stick, I think is what it's called. You can get this off of, it's not Unique site, it's Curated. You can get this off the Curated site and get the free Palette 9, Addiction Palette 9. Okay, I am going to put on some sheer blush. I did 2 pumps. Normally I do 1 pump. You can see it's very, very sheer. I think this is the color Bloom. I was actually looking last night. Yeah, this is Bloom. And the only reason you can even see it is because it's all piled up. So it's another serum. So you're not going to go crazy with it, but it's going to give you the glow, like a youthful glow. Same thing over here. I'm just dabbing it in. You can put this directly on your face like I did today and blend it out with the brush, or you can put it on your brush. I probably still only needed 1 pump because there's a lot left over and there's really no place for it to go. I'll use it, but it's very light. If you're like me, I don't like to wear a lot of blush, and I think it's because when I get flustered or when I get hot or when I get irritated, it shows on my face and my cheeks get flushed. So I don't typically wear a lot of blush, and that is why. So I'm going to use palette 9. I'm going to go in with this right here. It is just like a bone color. And I already put eyelid primer on. And the reason I do that is because it's going to make whatever I use next stick. And it's going to make it stay all day. And when you have hooded eyes like this and you're constantly blinking, if you don't do something, most eyeshadows will crease. And then you'll have, just like you get it in your fine lines and wrinkles, it'll be all creased up in there. So you can see that's very close to like my skin tone. I just like to start with that. This is what I've been leaving on my eyelids and up near the brow bone all week. There are a bazillion color looks, eyeshadow looks that you can do with this palette, and the best thing with this palette is it is designed to use any 3 in a row, whether it's diagonal, horizontal, or vertical. You can mix and match. You don't have to do those shades, but for beginners, or if you're like, I don't know, does this match? That is perfect. Okay, I'm using the caramel shade. It's basically the next lightest. And I'm going above my crease line because, again, we already talked about hooded eyes. You have to create your own crease. And I go all the way to the tip of my brow And then I go down towards my lash line. This is basically what I've done all week, is this color, but it's super easy, very natural, and it's quick. Easy peasy. And then you can also make sure that you're blending so there's not a harsh line from your bone color to your caramel. So again, I'm just creating a line all the way across. And I kind of follow a C shape, like I follow the shape of my eye where I go down a little bit lower here. You don't want to go down too far because it will drag your eye, like make your eye look droopy. And then I do the corner. It's also called the V, which I know I've heard a lot of people like, oh, you don't want to do the V, but essentially, regardless, they show you what they're doing and it's still the same exact V shape. So I don't understand why they were saying not to do the V, but that's just me. And you're gonna darken up this outer corner, whether it's the corner here or the corner here. You're gonna darken it up versus the lighter part towards the corner of your eye. And then again, just blend out your dark to light up there on the brow bone. You can always grab a brush that you haven't used to blend. And that's just gonna make sure nothing that it's not too harsh. Like if I keep using this brush that I use to apply my eyeshadow and I keep trying to blend, you've got product on here. So if you're struggling with blending, use a brush that has nothing on it. Also, I did this the first time, I forgot to do it the rest of the week. I'm gonna take that same caramel color and drag it under my eye. This is just gonna give you a more finished look. It kind of shows you where the eye ends, especially for me. I haven't been wearing mascara on my bottom lashes. I just don't do it. Actually, I did try it yesterday, but typically I don't. So this kind of shows you where your eye, where this is just kind of like all one. And I'm tapping off my brush so that I'm not getting any fallout anywhere on my face. That's it, easy peasy. Easy peasy. I'm debating putting highlighter in there, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna keep it simple. Okay, then I'm gonna do my brows. This is one of my favorites too. The balm. I'm thinking of the balm, but the eyebrow gel, it doesn't flake. It gives you a little bit of color and it holds your brows just where you put them. It's not gonna turn white on you. And a little bit goes a long way. You really have to wipe off the tube when you first open it up. Or go in with a spoolie after you apply and just brush through your brows, but look at how easy that is. And we're just brushing them all up. You can go back and push them back down if you want, but easy peasy. And then I am gonna put on, if I can find it, oh, here's one right here. Like I said, I was using this all the time. This is spa day. I'm like thinking things and rushing and saying what I'm thinking next. Whatever. This is spa day. This is a sheer pink. No color. Very little color. It's just going to nourish your lips, hydrate them. I need to cover up my little red pimple that I picked up. These were out of stock since they launched, and they're finally back. Finally. I'm going to curl my lashes. put on my eyelash serum last night and I forgot to put it on this morning. I was thinking it and I didn't do it. Well, too bad, so sad. Realistically, you could put it on now, but for time's sake, I'm not. Because it's been taking me a little bit longer to get Finley up in the morning, so I've been waking him earlier. I've got some color on my lashes, like some eyeshadow. You always want to warm up your mascara. If you do your makeup and you're sitting down, sit on your makeup or sit on your mascara. It's going to warm up the formula and make it easier to apply, and that's going to be the same for any foundation or any formula. Okay, I'm starting at the roots. I also got a new eyelash heater, and I don't think I've even shown it because I used it for the first time. I wasn't going live. We were driving up to App for the graduation. I used it in the car, and it has remained in my purse ever since, along with my brand new tube of waterproof mascara that I love. So you're supposed to change your mascara every 90 days because you're taking it out, you're getting it next to your eye, you're getting bacteria on it, you're putting it back in the tube like it's just a cesspool for nastiness. But the problem for me is right before said 90 days, I opened a brown mascara downstairs. It's sitting downstairs. Then I opened this mascara. Then I opened this mascara. Then I opened, oh, I didn't have the other one here. Well, I do, but it's not in there. Then I opened my waterproof. So I have so many that are open, but you really have to be diligent about trying to throw those out because you can get infections in your eyes, and your eyes aren't something you want to mess with. Like, obviously, if you get an infection, it can cause all sorts of problems, and that's just not something that you want to do. So, I have got a hair somewhere. So that's my PSA. Make sure you're changing out your mascaras. And it sucks because even if they're new, like even if you have like a travel bag or your purse or whatever, and you're not using it all the time, you really should be swapping them. I have started, well, I shouldn't say started, I have done this, but I kind of go back and forth. But my new one, my waterproof one, is the Unique waterproof. It's retired. It's my favorite. So all of them that I have, I hold on to. But I finally wrote the month. So I wrote May on there because I opened it sometime in May. So I'm like, at least that way in 90 days, I'll be like, oh, when did I open this? And I can go back and look. Okay, I opened it in May, so I can swap it out. And I have been using the lash serum. I'll have to go back and look at the exact date. But it has to be about 3 weeks now. And I can finally start to see some growth on my lashes. Like you can see them, they're curled. I have hooded eyes, so my lashes disappear. That's why for hooded lash girls, it's very important to curl your lashes because then they're gonna go up instead of coming straight out and just help you see them better. And this is all I'm doing. I did not set my face. I just have my serums and Chocolate Soufflé on my face. And then I have the Lighten Up, which is just a color corrector, but I'm telling you, it has not been settling in my fine lines. Normally I say if you use a cream product or a liquid product that you want to set it, but it honestly does not settle. I'm trying to separate that little guy right there. There we go. So I'll go back once these are dry, once I have my purse, and curl my lashes again so that you can really see them. The heat is going to help the curl stay. So I do highly recommend a heated lash curler as opposed to the old school. This one specifically works great. I have like the Maybelline ones or whatever, the metal ones. This is metal, but the metal color ones, the silver ones from like the drugstore from high school, and it's shaped differently and it doesn't seem to curl like they do now. Again, that was from high school, so it's over 20 years old, but this one really does make a difference. So the heated one is even better than this one because it's going to help once it heats it, just like curling your hair. Once it heats it, it keeps that it keeps the lash curl. That's all I can say. So once you have your mascara on, like the product on your hair, it holds the curl. So that's all I've got. If you want me to create a cart for you on Unique and you get 3 items, you're gonna get this free addiction palette, you get free shipping, and you get a discount on all the products. And then if you wanted the Beauty Society, I used the tinted serum, the tinted blush. All of my skincare was Beauty Society. The mascara was Beauty Society. Yeah, we can make a cart either way. And they've got free cart deals too. They've got a bunch of stuff that you get for free if you check out with them. So I hope you have an amazing Thursday, and I will chat later.